Okay, you should now be familiar with Scratch and with the different windows that you see when you open Scratch. Your project should still look like this, the default project. If it doesn't, you can close Scratch and then open a new project or open the one that you saved before. At this point, it's time for us to add in our backgrounds and our characters. First, we're going to start with the backgrounds. You'll see this section down here on the right called Stage, and it has backdrops listed. Right now, there's only one backdrop, and it's blank. We're going to be replacing this and adding new ones. If I take my mouse down to the bottom here, but I don't click, it gives me the option to upload a backdrop from my computer. I'm going to click on that, and then I'll be able to select the backgrounds that I have saved. So for example, under Maps here, in my folder, I have Cave Start. I have Cave Start, and if I open that, you'll see it shows up. Now it's too small, it doesn't fill the screen, so I'm going to want to use this tool, which it's already on, to select everything and then scale it so it fits the entire page. As you'll see, the background has now been updated and it fully fills the screen. Now we still have this cat, which we got to do something about. So we're going to go down to the sprite section. That's this down here. We're going to add a new sprite the same way by taking our mouse and putting it over the start here, but not clicking, and then coming up to upload sprite. I'm going to choose my caveman character and open. Now you see the caveman appeared, but he's really small and he's on top of the cat. We don't want the cat to be here anymore. We don't need it. And there's no code here yet, so it's okay to delete it. So we're going to get rid of this cat with the little delete button here. Yes. And now the caveman is our default sprite. Let's open the caveman's costumes by going up to the left here. And you'll see that there the caveman is. You'll also see that there's an option here on the bottom left to add additional costumes. If you have created different versions of your character, for example, one that faces to the left or to the right, or if you have done work to animate your character so that they don't stand still, but they move or bob their heads a little bit, this is how you'll add additional other versions of the same character. I'm going to click on Upload Costume, and then I'm going to choose, for example, this one, which is my caveman, but looking to the side. And now I have the two, which I can switch between in-game. I'm going to go back to code, and he's still too small. Because of the resolution that we chose to make our characters at, I know that if I set the size to be 300, then his size will exactly match that of the background. Every pixel here is the same size. If I click on the full screen button here, I can see that those pixels exactly line up. My character, his pixel is exactly the same size as the pixel of the background. Now maybe that's too big, and I actually want him to be a little bit smaller. I could choose to do that, but then it would be important to notice that the pixel sizes don't quite match up. Maybe that's okay for your game, but for mine, I think I do want to keep it exactly at 300. At this point, you should understand how to put your backgrounds in and your characters. Go ahead and put all of the different backgrounds and screens that you have in your game. This includes win screens, lose screens, your start screen, all of your different maps. All of them should go in here. And go ahead and put all of the different characters that you have for your game so far as separate sprites. If you have alternate costumes for your sprites, go ahead and put those in as well. That's the end of this tutorial. Once you have all of that done, you can move on to the next tutorial, which is moving your character around a screen.